I think one of the most damaging things that you can do to people is to devalue them of their self-importance, to make them feel unimportant, to make them feel unloved and unworthy and ultimately insignificant. Now, it pays to make people feel important, it pays to make them feel loved in this world, because we all naturally have this craving to be loved, to be noticed, to be valued, and to be overall appreciated. And when we don't have those needs met, we tend to live this life of mediocrity. We tend to live this life navigating around the world, having this feeling of unimportance which makes us do no good. We don't perform well in our work because we feel unimportant. We don't have many meaningful relationships in our lives because we don't feel as if we're worthy enough of attracting those relationships in our lives. So today, I'm going to be talking about the most beneficial thing that you can do to make people like you. So without no further ado, let's delve right in. Currently, I have a friend who I've been friends with for a couple of months now. Me and this guy, we talk to each other online, and I love speaking to this guy. I really love speaking to this guy because whenever I speak to this friend of mine, he's a really good friend of mine. And, you know, if you're watching this, I just want you to know that you're a really good friend. The reason why I crave coming back to him, I love speaking to him so much, is because he gives me that feeling of importance. He makes me feel so good about myself. He makes me feel valued and appreciated, and he makes me feel loved. And I just love going back to speak to this guy every single time. And now, the opposite of that is I have had bad experiences with people in the past, and I'd say quite recently I got myself talking to somebody and I didn't necessarily feel good talking to this person. Afterwards, I felt inferior. I felt like shit. I felt like I was made to feel less than. I was made to feel like I'm unworthy and insignificant and undervalued. And nobody wants to feel that way. Nobody wants to feel like they don't matter. Nobody wants to feel as if though they are second best or they're just not prioritized in life. And we all naturally want to feel prioritized. And so the best thing that you can do to make sure that other people feel prioritized, they feel loved and appreciated and valued, is by helping other people feel important, helping other people to reignite their self-worth. And one of the best ways that you can do that is by just showing your genuine appreciation towards other people. And when you show genuine appreciation towards other people, not only will it help them to feel important, but it will also help you to feel important as well, because they will repay back the favor. They will repay you for making them feel a certain way about themselves. So this is one of the things that is actually in a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. Now, it pays to make the little people feel big. So the more times that you compliment somebody sincerely and you do it genuinely, you give them a genuine compliment, the more times that you do that, the more times that you go out of your way to make people feel good about themselves, to make them feel loved and appreciated, the more likely you are going to be favored by other people. You're going to be favored and liked by people in general. When you help others feel important, they will help you feel important. So I'm just going to put some pages up on the screen right now, which is going to help you to understand a bit more about what I mean. These are two primary books which I would definitely recommend you to read. So the first one being, I'm sure you've heard this from a load of YouTubers and just a load of people online in general. So the number one book that I recommend is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And the second book being The Magic of Thinking Big. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to check those books out, because I think they are highly beneficial. So in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie, one of the principles he talks about, he goes on to say, before you condemn somebody, before you tell them about a mistake that they've made, you first compliment them about the work that they've done, about the efforts that they've made. You first give them the positive information, instead of going right into the negatives and putting them down and talking about all the different mistakes that they've made. First, go on to show them genuine appreciation for the efforts that they've made. Before telling somebody that they've made a mistake, you will go on to tell them about the efforts that they've made, about how great it was of an effort and how much you appreciate them and how talented and skilled that they are. Because once you put the good news in front of the bad news, it will be more easier for that person to receive the bad news. But whereas if you were to just give them the bad news and then end off with the good news, then that person will most likely not want to listen to whatever you have to say next. because you've already shattered that person's ego by basically listing their character defects and just basically shining a light on all of the bad mistakes that they've made, about all of the bad things that they've done. So the number one thing is you do not condemn people for their mistakes. You do not repetitively keep doing that. Before you pinpoint on somebody else's mistakes, you first give them the good news, and then it'll be much more easier to receive the bad. Instead of telling people that, oh, you fucked up here, you fucked up there, you say to them, John, I appreciate your efforts and you did quite well, but maybe next time we could do even more well if you were to do this, this, and this. Yeah? So you see how I've just altered my approach right there. Instead of harshly going in, all abrasive, and like going in forcefully, telling him that you fucked up here, you fucked up there, and you can't do this, you can't do that. You're a big, you messed up so bad, man, like just do that again. Because if I was to say that to John, do you think he's going to take the rest of my advice? Answer yourself that question. No, he's not. He's going to resent me for it. He's not going to listen to what else I have to say, because I've already instilled those feelings of inadequacy and unworthiness within John. And he feels like shit now. And because I've made him feel like shit, he's going to feel shit towards me as well. Yeah? He's not going to feel any nice feelings towards me. He's going to be feeling hostile. He's going to be feeling resentful. He's going to be feeling very abysmal towards me because I've made him feel that way. By condemning people, you are making them feel crap about themselves. Not only are you making them feel crap about themselves, but they will also hate you for that. In order to not get yourself in that situation in the first place, you do not condemn people, you do not bring them down and make them feel inferior. What you do is instead, you make them feel loved, you make them feel appreciated, and you make them come to a place of realization of where they could alter and rectify their mistakes. So therefore, they will not dislike you, and then they will also take on the advice that you've given. They will take it on board now, because you haven't given them this feeling of unworthiness, inadequacy, and insignificance. Yeah, so there was just a little kid running past, and I got a little bit distracted. So he was I wasn't recording, I actually paused it, but he came and ran past, and it just made me feel so happy. So it's just little things like that that can really, boost a person's mood, So it's just the little things in life you have to be grateful for, and I'm grateful that that little kid ran past and just made me giggle. So back to what I was saying. I'm actually going to go back into the experience that I had with this person quite recently. After speaking with this person, I felt very inadequate, I felt very unworthy and unloved and unappreciated for the work that I'm doing. And because of that, naturally, when you get someone discrediting you, when you get someone who makes you feel inadequate and unworthy and insignificant, so insignificant and undervalued, naturally these feelings of hostility and disliking will begin to reside within you towards this person. This person was talking to me, and I tried to pay attention to what they were saying, and I really did try, but when someone devalues you, they devalue your self-importance and they make you feel very inferior. When I was talking to this person, I didn't feel like paying attention. I didn't feel like giving my undivided attention to this person because they made me feel like such crap. And that's what will happen. Yeah, when someone tries to give you advice on something, but they've already made you feel like crap in the first place, you're not going to want to listen to what else they have to say. It's just that natural feeling that you're going to have within inside of you, because that person has already gone out of their way to make you feel insignificant and inferior. So why would you want to make them feel superior? Why would you want to pedestalize them when they've already brought you down? They've already kicked you off your pedestal and they've made you feel like crap. I didn't feel the inclination to make this person feel good. I didn't feel the inclination to want to listen to this person even more, because they already made me feel devalued. They made me feel like crap. They made me feel inferior. And I'm not going to name names here. I'm not going to name names. But I felt very unimportant. And people don't want to feel that way. People want to feel loved. I want to feel loved. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel valued. And I want to feel significant. We all have that natural burning desire within us. We all have that natural craving to feel valued and appreciated. And the more times that you give people that feeling, they will naturally start to favour you for it. And they will give you special courtesy. When you're out in public and you see somebody who you've made feel that value, that self-importance, that significance about themselves, they will give you special courtesy. They will address you by name. They will say, "Oh, hey, John, it's good to see you. It's good to see you." They will show you that warmth. They will show you that likability. They will show you that love and undivided attention because you have given that feeling to somebody. Yeah, it's like karma. what goes around comes around, and it's very true. It's like a pendulum. It goes back and forth, and what you do to other people will come back to you. So if you make someone feel insignificant, they will also make you feel insignificant because of what you've done, because of the way that you've made them feel. But whereas on the other hand, on the flip side of that, if you make people feel significant, if you make them feel loved, then they will naturally have that inclination to do the same thing for you. So the number one way that you're going to get people to like you is if you show that genuine appreciation, you be interested, you're invested in other people's stories that they have to tell you. You take your time, energy, and you give them your undivided attention, yeah? You show an interest in the things that they're interested in. You ask them more questions, open-ended questions, so that they'll give you more of a response, so that they'll go into detail, and the fact that you just listen, you don't have to say much, it's just going to be such a blessing to them. They're going to think, oh my goodness, that person is so interested in me. I like that person. I love that person because they have this interest in me. And that's one of the reasons why me and my friend get on so well. It's because we give each other that reciprocity. And that's what you need to do as well. You need to give people that reciprocity, because if you don't do that, then I fail to see how your friendships and relationships are going to flourish in life. I really do fail to see that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video, because it's been on my mind for quite some time now. I remembered the way that I felt quite recently, and I remembered the way that I felt quite recently. I felt very shit about myself because somebody else went out of their way to. I don't think they intentionally went out of their way to make me feel this way, but with the things that have been said, it made me feel that way. It made me feel inferior, it made me feel insignificant, undervalued, and unappreciated, and for the work that I've been doing. So kind of like my work has been discredited, and yeah, I wanted to do this video today because that's the way that I felt, and I knew deep down inside within me that we could all do with a bit of a boost, we could all do with a bit of love. So yeah, I'm not saying all of this to try and get pity. I'm just telling you about the experience that I had, so hopefully you guys will resonate. But anyways guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not feeling the best today, but I still decided to come and do this video, and I just hope that you feel loved. I hope that you feel appreciated, and if you don't feel those things already, I want to tell you that I love you. Yeah, it gets hard sometimes in life. Yeah, we can't always feel happy 100% of the time. Sometimes what can give us that boost is if other people show us appreciation, and we all start to unite, and we all start to show love towards each other. I think that will just make the world a better place. So I may not be feeling the greatest today, guys, but I just hope that I can inspire somebody out there. I hope that I can give you that feeling of love and warmth that you need. And I do love all of you guys. I love all of my supporters. I've only got 33 subscribers. And, you know, I appreciate all of those 33 subscribers, and I'm grateful for all of you guys. So thanks for sticking with me on this journey. And I want to grow this community, and we can do meetups, greet-ups, or whatever. But for now, we're just little. We've only got 33 subscribers. So I want to grow this community. That's my aims. And I also want to make you feel loved at the same time. I want to make you feel loved. I want to make you feel appreciated. And hopefully by watching my videos you feel that way. So yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't feel the greatest today. I feel a bit down in the dumps. But what's making me happy is just knowing that I could at least just encourage somebody out there today. I could uplift and elevate somebody's mood today. Naturally, it's going to make... There's lots of birds here. Shut up! Thank you. Alright, so... Fucking shut up! Thank you. Jeffrey, thank you very much. Seriously. Shush! Yeah? Be quiet! Okay, I do not believe in condemning other people for the mistakes that they've made in the past. because ultimately it's only going to further instill this feeling of inadequacy within them. The more times that you bring up somebody else's mistakes, they're only going to feel more discontent about themselves. They're going to feel more crap about themselves than they already feel, because they're making a conscious effort to give up this addiction that they have. And the fact that you keep condemning them for the mistakes that they've made in the past, it's only going to make them feel worse about themselves. It's only going to make them feel crap. So if you don't want to make people feel that way, if you don't want people to associate you as a person who is very negative and who's very demotivating and discouraging and very negative overall, you start uplifting people. You start telling them how much of a good effort they're making towards the recovery stage. Hello, Martin. Hey. So yeah. Oh, it's really great. Life is quite good once you start to look at all the positives. And another person came to speak to me, and with their little dog. One of my friends, they came to speak to me with their little dog, and it's these type of experiences that the little things in life can compound. It's the little things that make the biggest impact, and that was something that was quite little. It was a little chat that I had with one of my mates. They came by with their little dog and they spoke to me, and the fact that they did that, it just boosted my mood a little bit, cheered me up a little bit, and that's what life is for, man. It's not about hating other people. It's not about making others feel bad or crap or insignificant about themselves. It's spreading love and just making people feel happy, making them feel like they have a place on this world. And yeah, so I did get a few interruptions, like the birds, but not that. I wouldn't say that was much of an interruption. It was actually quite a blessing in disguise, and I really did enjoy that little chat. So yeah, this has been one heck of a video. We're getting lots of dog walkers in this area, so but yeah, don't bring up people's mistakes, guys. Don't condemn them, because we all make mistakes. Just learn to be more appreciative, learn to be more understanding, and before bringing up someone else's mistakes, before condemning them, make a conscious effort towards helping other people improve, suggesting ideas, yeah, telling them what they could do, advising them on what they could do to improve and rectify the situation, and support them along the way. Support them on their journey to recovery. Support them on their journey of bettering themselves, of improving themselves as a person. Before this video, I was feeling a bit miserable. I was feeling a bit miserable. Nah. I should be cutting this out, but I'm gonna fucking leave it in, guys, because I'm showing you this is the effects right now of how I had my friend talking to me, and we had such a good talk, and I felt so happy. He cheered me up, fucking uplifted me, elevated me. I feel so elevated. I feel so happy because I had that, you know, it's the littlest things in life that can create the biggest impact, and that was one of the littlest things that created such a big impact in terms of my mood, improving my mood, elevating my mood, and I'm just feeling so much more ecstatic now. Yeah, I'm feeling so happy. Yeah, I'm feeling so happy now. So I'm just showing you how someone appreciating you, someone valuing you, someone taking the time and energy and the effort to speak to you and just really show you that love. They show you that time, that appreciation, they show you that, and that's what can really uplift somebody and elevate them, yeah? And that's what we need to do, and that's why I'm not cutting this out. I'm not cutting this goofiness out, this, like, me laughing. I'm not cutting out because I want to show you the effects, yeah? Because at the start of the video, I was quite miserable, and I guess maybe you could tell that. Like, if you compare the start of the video to now, I'm currently feeling, I feel so happy now. Yeah, that's what the power of making people feel loved and appreciated can do. I'm not cutting that out. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it fucking in, man. I'm gonna leave it in, man. And yeah. So yeah, guys, make people feel loved, and people give you that feeling back, and love is what makes the world go round. And yeah, what I'm saying right now It may be a bit cringe, and you may be cringing, and you may click off the video, but whatever. Oh nah. I'm feeling a bit goofy. And I'm gonna let that show. I'm not cutting this out. Fuck it. We're not cutting this shit out. We're not gonna cut it out, guys. Why am I laughing all of a sudden? I was a bit depressed before recording this video. Okay, right. I know this video needs to end now. Right, okay. Right, we need to end the video. Right, okay. So without no further ado, okay, so that brings us to the end. That brings us to the end of today's video. This is crazy. I was a bit miserable towards the start of the video. Now I'm just like super happy and elevated, and that's the power of what people appreciating you and valuing you can do. Yeah? Hello. Oh, she want to ask me a question? I'll pause it. Anyways! I need to end this video now. I feel very goofy. Okay, right, let's end this. Anyways, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. And now, without no further ado, I'm going to conclude with this. When you fall down, pick yourself back up again like the warrior that you are, and you keep fighting the fight. You keep fighting the fight, guys, and I shall see you in the next video. In the next one. Alright? Peace out.